Belly is locked in with Jeremiah. Why do you think he is the right choice for Belly?
Oh man, it's the timeless question.
Who was the most emotional when we wrapped filming?
Oh, that's an easy one.
What will surprise them the most?
Yeah.
If I gave an honest answer to that, it would spoil the show. Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Lola.
And I'm Gavin, and today we are spilling the E.T.
Ha ha ha. Do you want to do the honors?
Cheers. Yes, tea.
Okay. The tea.
Oh, the
Wow.
tea is piping hot.
Is it? Cheers!
Just make it over.
First loves are important, but they're not as important as lasts.
I don't wanna look at anything else now that I saw you.
It's our third and final summer in Cousins.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss most about making this show together?
Oh man, I really enjoyed. I think the environment and just the culture on set was great. This set was really fun and comfortable and easy, and working with you guys was so much fun. And each one of you bring different things to scenes that surprise me and that just make the scene like really lived in and fun and easy to like maneuver and work with. And I'm gonna miss it a lot. I feel like being in Wilmington with everybody was a blast.
There's like a comfort to knowing that. Like, I don't know, if you're on set or someone, they're like, oh yeah, Gavin's in a fitting. It's like, it's nice to know where he is. You know what I mean? Like, Lola,
Yes.
we've watched Belly evolve so much over the past 3 seasons. What is something that playing Belly has taught you about yourself and handling relationships?
I don't know. I mean, I've learned a lot about, I think she's very bold and she will say the hard things, and I'm not good at that at all. But sometimes you need to be honest, and you need to say what you have to say. I think, there's some things that I would probably do differently than her, but I've never been in her situation, so I don't know. But I think, being bold and being honest and knowing that sometimes it's better to say the thing, even if it's difficult, because putting it off is just gonna make things worse.
The love triangle that's had the Samurai-turned-pretty fans in a chokehold for 3 years is finally coming to an end. Will it be Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah, as Belly has to choose between her 2 love interests, who also happen to be brothers?
I loved him in a way that you can only really do the first time around. But that's the past. Jeremiah, he's my future.
Gavin! At the end of season 2, Belly is locked in with Jeremiah. Why do you think he is the right choice for Belly?
Oh man, it's the timeless question.
Yes.
It's not necessarily. Here's what I'll say. I think friendships last forever. Like there's something deeper than a spark or a burning love for someone is ultimately a friendship that is the most consistent. And I think from the majority of people that have had like long relationships and marriages and things is marry your best friend, and it won't be nearly as hard. And I think that is the point that I will stick to is relationships are so much easier when you can marry or date, be in love with the person that you can be in a room doing nothing with and still like be okay and just have that kind of relationship. And I think that's what friendship is. It's through thick and thin, and that's what I'm gonna stay and stick with.
When I'm with Jer, everything is easier. But everywhere I go, there's a memory of Conrad.
Chris, spill the tea and give me your pitch for why Conrad is a guy for Belly.
Elevator pitch, Conrad. It's a really long elevator. Beep.
That sounds like
it's the
a
elevator.
hospital.
I think Conrad is someone who will always put the people he loves before himself. And I think that is not exclusively a positive quality, but I think it speaks to the way that he is ride or die for the people he cares about. And I think, just speaking maybe even more generally to friendships and relationships and whatever ships, I think those who would take a bullet for you will always be there for you, right? And so, yeah.
The third and final season debuts July 16th on Prime Video with new episodes each week. Jenny Han, the author of the best-selling book series, says the ending will have, quote, surprises.
We're getting married. I'm sorry, what?
You know, you've changed a lot, too.
Life's too short not to spend it with the person that you love.
When you read where the story goes and how the season goes this season and how it ends, what was your reaction?
I was very excited. I think I was shocked by certain things. There are, a lot of very fun book moments, but also a lot of new moments, which is always exciting and is always fun to talk about once we all, find out what's going to happen. And I think fans will be really excited. I think people know how much love and care goes into this and how thoughtful Jenny is when she makes changes, and I feel really excited about it. I feel very proud of the work that we did, and I think it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great.
The soundtrack is such an iconic part of the show, and we know that, and we know you're a Swiftie. How often are you making suggestions for what songs to include? And have you heard from Taylor yourself yet?
I've not heard from Taylor, but I mean, well, I had a brief, Jenny and I had a sort of encounter with her at the, oh no, thank you, sir, at the Eras Tour, which was so cool when we got to, I have to pee so bad, you have to put that down. You have to put that down, Chris.
I would like a refill.
No. Okay.
A little more. Thank you.
So anyway, when we went to the Eras Tour, yeah, can you guys, you want to share your favorite Taylor Swift songs from the show? Right, so anyway, when we were at the Eras Tour, we were standing very close to the stage, and she sort of pointed at us and said a little hello, which was very, very magical and very fun. So Jenny asks us a lot about music, and we'll ask for opinions about what fits in different scenes, and I think there might be a song that I suggested during a scene this year, which would be really cool. Yes, it's very fun and collaborative, and shout out to Taylor. I love you.
Okay, our fans are passionate about this show. What has your most memorable fan encounter been so far, Chris?
I remember the first time that, because of this show, I got recognized. I was in Boston. Isabel and I were there. We were going just vacation, go to a Red Sox game. We were just walking down the street back to where we were staying, and these two younger girls were just following us, and I was like, what is happening? And they didn't follow us very long. They just stopped, and they were like, are you from the... And it was just a day and a half after it came out or something like that. So it was really...
Yeah.
It was cool. It was the first time I noticed that happen.
Yeah.
We spent so much time together shooting the show. Spill the tea. Who was the most emotional when we wrapped filming?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Definitely Lola.
Yeah.
She's always crying, which is a good thing. Crying is good. It's healthy.
Yeah,
I endorse it.
Cry more.
Cry more.
Cry more.
It's good. Yeah.
Cry more.
Cry.
Do it.
Cry more.
Cry. Yeah, exactly. No, definitely Lola. I think it's always an emotional thing, ending something that you've worked so hard on for so many months and years, and it's typically the emotional one is Lola.
Thanks for spilling the ET with us.
Thank you for spilling the ET with us. Everybody on 3, 1, 2, 3.